Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Ivan Albrook, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we are going to be playing Snorlax on the Pokemon TCG Live Ladder. Before we get into that, I just want to thank you guys so much for the reception on my first video. I know it doesn't have a ton of views yet, but it was my first YouTube video where I discussed my Lugia V-Star run on my way to winning a League Cup. And I appreciate all that subscribed and liked the video, commented. The support is always appreciated. If you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this video on what you think about the Snorlax deck. Alright, let's get into the nitty gritty here. So in front of me and on your screen, you can see this is a Snorlax stall build. Now, is it a fun deck to play? Maybe, maybe not. I know a lot of people hate playing against it, but let me tell you one thing. If you want to rank up on PTCGL, this is the deck to rank up with. This list that you see is created by Cyrus Davis. Big shout out to them. They created the list that won me my League Cup with Lugia, and they just posted a video on this Snorlax deck on their YouTube channel. I'll leave the link to Cyrus's channel in the description. Big shout out to them. This list is really good. I ranked up quite a bit with this deck. I'm into the 1600s, almost into the 1700s on ARCEUS League on TCG Live. And I just want to quickly go through this list. It's very good. So obviously, we're going to start with our Pokemon lineup. It's very small and simple. We have 4 Laxes, 4 Rotom Vs, 2 Mimikyus, and a Cornerstone. So the Laxes obviously are meant to stall the Pokemon out and just you control the game with it. Rotoms are for early draws, to use for Seal Stone to grab your supporters that you need. Mimikyu stops all those big EX decks, and then Ogerpon is a very niche Pokemon in my opinion, but it has its uses against stuff like Charizard and Miraidon and whatnot. So it's a very small Pokemon lineup, but you have a lot of ways to search out. And we have a lot of trainers. As you can see, there are 9 Pokemon and 1 energy. So there are 50 trainer cards in this list, which is just absolutely insane. So we play 4 Pennies, 4 Arvins, 2 Misfortune Sisters, 2 Silines, 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Xerosix Machinations, 1 Airy, 1 Kofu, 1 Giacomo, 1 Erica's Invitation, and 1 Team Yell's Share. This is a very supporter-heavy deck. Pennies, if your Snorlax gets hit into, you just pick it up, put a new one up, and it's like nothing ever happened to it. Arvin, you want to search out stuff like Nest Ball, Accompanying Flute, Pal Pads, and you want to search out your tool cards like Handheld Fan, Hero's Cape, Stone, and Charm. So it's very simple. Misfortune Sisters and Airy are your 2 disruption cards that get rid of a lot of items, and Xerosic just ditches your opponent's hand almost altogether. They have to discard until they have 3 left. So Xerosic is a very detrimental card that you can recycle by using Palpad or Silene, and Silene is really good for creating those big loops. 2 Boss's Orders. You play 4 counter catchers, so having 2 Boss's Orders makes total sense. Kofu was the one card that stuck out to me in this list. I have never used this card outside of the Stellar Crown pre-release. But this card is really good because you put 2 useless cards to the bottom of your deck and you draw 4. If you can't put a Rotom down, Kofu is a good, quick little draw card. It's really nice. Giacomo's for those pesky Lugias. Erica's is really good against stuff like Miraidon, where you can trap Latios and random stuff. And then Yell's Cheer is like a big Palpad. It's really good. And you got your 4 counter catchers, 4 Pokegears, 3 Nest Ball, 3 Accompanying Flutes, 2 Stretchers, 2 Palpad, 1 Heavy Ball. So pretty simple. You just want to be able to have all your resources at your disposal. Palpad just lets you loop the Silines and loop the Yell's Cheer, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to yap about this too much more. But as you can see, we also have 3 Sinnohs to help against Lugia, because Lugia was a shaky matchup before, but I think with the 3 Sinnohs, we're all good. So we're going to get right into the gameplay. I'm going to play 2 games of Snorlax. Before I hop into the game though, just quickly noting, I went all the way from Shaman rank to about 1670 into ARCEUS rank with Snorlax. And a couple other decks, you know, with a couple games spilled in there, but 95% of it has been with this Snorlax list, and I climbed pretty high. I've lost a couple games, as you can see, but my peak rating, I believe, was 1670, I want to say. So let's get into a game and see how it goes. This is a very good list, and shout out to Cyrus again for the really good list. They posted it on their YouTube channel, which again I will link down below in the description. Please be sure to check Cyrus's channel out. There's a lot of great content, and if you're interested in coaching and becoming a better player, Cyrus has Metafy. So everything that you need to get in contact with Cyrus and to see their channel and all that will be in the description. All right, we have our first game. Let's see who it's against. We'll take heads. Let's see how it goes. Now, as Snorlax, I like to opt first. Because if they have a bad starting Pokemon, they usually can't do anything about it for a couple turns. Like let's say you go against Dragapult and they start Lumineon. Well, they're stuck with that in the active if I start a Snorlax. So we don't have a great opening hand going first, but we can at least get a Snorlax down or a Mimikyu down depending on the matchup. So we'll just take it from there, and we're going to get 3 cards with instant charge anyway. Alright, there is an Ogerpon, so I think I'm just going to play it safe. And we are going to grab a Snorlax. Looks like we prized one. I'm just going to go for a quick check through of the supporters here. It looks like we prized a Penny. I think we prized a Misfortune, if I'm not mistaken. No, we did not. We prized a Palpad, prized a Flute, and we prized an Arzon. So, a couple prizes that are not too detrimental, but we can live without. Alright, so we'll just into charge and pass. Obviously, this is going to be very, very slow gameplay coming from me because I'm playing Snorlax, but I want to give you some insight. Okay, so they're playing Regidrago, so that's not a bad matchup for us. I think if we just lock up some random basic Pokemon, it'll be pretty good. Putting a Cornerstone in their face is pretty good. Okay, so they got rid of Pheasantipity and Prime Catcher. And they got Dragapult. So I feel like they're going to research here or Ultra Ball. Jamming Tower. That's fine. Yeah, they researched away the Dragapult. That's totally fine. If we can just get a Mimikyu with a Mist Energy, pretty sure we just win the game straight then and there. Oh, also we prized the Mist Energy. I just realized. But that's fine. We can adapt on the fly here. Okay. So they put Pult in the discard pile. I think what I might want to do is try and force them to attack with Ogerpon. That'd be ideal. So, let's see what happens with gear. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Arvin. I think I'm just gonna put another Snorlax down with the handheld fan, because if I put 2 down, then I feel like I'm in a decent spot. I'm not going to put the handheld fan on Rotom because I kind of want them to kill the Rotom. Oh shit, they have Jamming Tower down. I just realized. So the fans don't do anything right now, but they will. They will. That was a mistake on my part. Alright, they get the Drago V-Star. they don't really have a lot working for them so far. If they take it slow, you know, it'll make total sense. But basically, we just want to get their switching outs out of the way, make them have to V-star for them. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. Okay, so that is their switch. They switch into Mew. So they're down both Catcher and Switch. And Cologne. Wow. Okay. So, they're down a lot of stuff. Which means trapping a Drago will be a lot easier later in the game, I think. Kyurem and Giratina are gone. Okay. Could even trap Ogerpons as well. Make them attack into it, into Snorlaxes with fans and such. Okay, Regidrago. Alright, so let's play Accompanying Flute. Okay, that does nothing for them or us. I almost want to just grab the flute and the stone, but the stone's not going to do anything. This is an interesting situation. I think I would just grab flute anyway. If they kill Rotom, it's not the end of the world. We'll put our Ogerpon down. Okay, those are some good cards to get rid of, Vessel and the E-Switch. I might want to bench. No, we don't need to bench the third Snorlax yet. We'll just Ninja Charge for now. This is going to be, like I said, it's going to be some weird gameplay for sure. Now, the big question is, do they play the Alolan Executor? Okay, there's Gudra and Drago. I also want to try to get down their Radiant Charizard, because that's pretty much what they play. Okay, they're playing 2 Dragon Balls. That's interesting. Teal Dance. I really want them to attack into this Rotom. It's really important. Also, when you're playing Snorlax, keep track of what your opponent has gone through. That way you know what to play around and what not, like what they don't have and stuff like that. Okay, so they're powering up their Ogerpons, which, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, this tells me they don't have any energy switches in their hand, so Erie is not going to be used right now. What I think I'm going to try to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so they probably have 1 fire left and then 2 grass, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like if I just Silene Accompanying Flutes, I can get one of their Charizards back. Okay, so that's good. So we hit both heads. So I'm actually just going to put the 2 flutes on top of the deck and then Insta Charge into them. Potentially forcing out an Iono or something like that. We have 2 Laxes, so they're not going to be able to one-shot the Laxes at all. Vessel. Okay, so they're probably going to get their... Okay, there's Radiant Charizard. That's unfortunate. That's still fine. We can get a Regidrago on the board still, I believe. We can also get Cleffa. Cleffa is also really good to get down. Okay, so they're playing it pretty slow. This is a good time to Misfortune Sisters. Okay, yeah, look at that. Hit 3 of those. They have 10 cards left in deck, so I feel like this Flute's gonna hit one of the Dragos, maybe. That'd be ideal. Nope, we whiffed. So they still have 2 other energy switches. So it's a good decision not to Aerie there. They have 10 cards left in deck. And in that case, I think I'm just gonna bench this. What do they have? They could spread damage with Kyurem If that happens, that's totally fine. I'll just penny something up. Instant charge is fine. They also have an Iono. That's something else to note of. They also have at least an Iono left. I feel like they're trying to just find their energy switches, which I think is fine. Okay, so they're just passing. I think what I want to do is I want to actually no. I don't want to boss anything up right now. Let's go Pokegear. Grab a Yell's Cheer. I kind of just want to draw into a stadium. That'd be ideal. They wouldn't play. Let me see. Erie wouldn't be effective right now. We'll just starve him. Get a heavy ball, and we'll grab a fan. Fan's not gonna do a ton. That's okay. We'll just grab the Lax. Okay, our third flute missed. Artisan and Palpad are prized. That's fine. We're just gonna instant charge. Okay, so we have Artisan bump, so we can activate our Seal Stone whenever we need to. Okay. They're patiently waiting. So what I want to do is I want to get to a point where, let me see here. I can't Artisan for anything, but I know Misfortune is in the deck. So what I want to do is I want to Misfortune Sisters probably now. And I want to just get rid of as many E-switches as I can. Yeah, that's definitely the play, because they have a very small deck. So I think Misfortune's really good here. Oh, look at that. So Rod, Vessel. Yeah, they're shaking in their boots, I think. They still have Iono, though. I think putting a third Lax and a fan down is totally fine. We'll just instant charge. They might Iono us this following turn. We shall see. Energy switch. So they're going to probably go for a Drago play here, which I think is fine. They kind of have to... Okay, they conceded. So that's really good. I just felt like I controlled that when they didn't really do anything. The Drago player kind of just passed for a bunch of turns in a row. But let me tell you, the Snorlax, you know, I didn't even have a Snorlax in the active. I just instant charged for a bunch of turns in a row. I'm not too sure why the player didn't attack at all. But hey, win's a win. So we'll take that for sure. We are 1-0. Hopefully we can go 2-0. Going 1-1 would be fine as well, because it'll show you the downsides of the deck. Because there's a downside to every deck, let's be real. But yeah, we're going to get into another game in a moment here. Again, while you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to start making YouTube videos for fun, because I love Pokemon and I love to make random content for fun. So this is one of my things I like to do. So if you like the content, again, hit the like and subscribe button. Drop a comment on whether or not you like the Snorlax deck, if you are a TCG player or not. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we got another game. Okay, based off of my opponent's sleeves, I think we're going against Dragapult, which can be a shaky matchup for Snorlax, but we shall see. Let's see what happens here. All right, we're going first. All right, we start with Cornerstone, and against Dragapult, it's not very good. Obviously, because they have no abilities. Yeah, it looks like we're going against Dragapult. They took a mulligan, so hopefully we can grab something of use off of the mulligan cards. That'd be great. All right. And we got Flute. Okay, that's not bad. All right, Duskull and Dreepy. All right. So I think I'm just gonna Flute. All right. We are not gonna put that down. I think I want to establish a Lax here. I know Flute. I just failed, and they're gonna get something off Artisan anyway. But I'd rather not put something down and them also getting something else with Artisan. So, just keep it at that. Okay, they have 2 Duskulls now. That's a little bit annoying, and they have Badoo. But Artisan's down, so I can grab another Lax. The key here in this matchup is to hit those rare candies. So Misfortune hopefully will hit something next turn. It'd be great. He got item locked by Badoo. Alright. So we'll Artisan first. Get another Lax. And we're gonna rip that Misfortune. Alright, Counter Catcher and Vessel. Not bad. The Counter Catchers are pretty much useless on their part. Keep it as is. I want to keep the Artisan in play here, just in case they establish a double Dusknoir play. Alright, they have 3 Dreepies. Their bench is full. That's totally fine. Once they pop the Duskulls, it'll open up bench space, and that way I can hit something off of ARCEUS or Flutes. Alright, Cloak. From what it seems like, they have a pretty slow start too, but they're going to start drawing cards with Cloak now. So, see how that goes. Probably just item lock me. Yeah. Item lock is going to be a little bit annoying, but nothing we can't handle. Arven. I think we can just grab a Snorlax. And then I'll probably just bump the stadium now. Use Arven. We'll grab a Bravery Charm. And we can grab a Pokegear. I think that's what I want to do. And I think we'll just pass. Just take it nice and slow. Don't have to do anything. Yeah, they're 20 damage each turn to our Cornerstone, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Alright. Grabbing gear seems ineffective, but I'd rather have a gear. Alright. This is where it gets fun. So we put Cornerstone back in our hand. Now we put the handheld Fen on the Lax, so if they want to actually attack, they're going to have to get through this fan. Dusclops, okay. They're going to definitely try and do a Dusclops and Dusknoir play in the same turn, which is fine by me. We have 3 Laxes, so we're okay. Mist Energy, that doesn't really do anything. Do I want to put anything on the top of the deck? Probably not. I think we'll just go another turn. Okay. Itchy Pollen. Counter Catcher. We're just going to keep passing. I mean, they're going to do their thing. We're going to do our thing. They're going to eventually get a big play. For a Sealstone, whatever. It's all good. They're going to Itchy Pollen over and over and over. Rotom. That's fine by me. I think Sealstone, I want to grab Probably grab like an Eerie or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab an Eerie. I feel like they're gonna maybe want to play some items, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, that's really good. Stone and Stretcher. Or not Stone, I'm sorry, Candy and Stretcher. They have Crystal, Arven, Stone. Yeah, so they're pretty set up. And this way, I'm gonna put a Charm down on the Lax and Instant Charge. Alright, so we got Flute, got Cheer. I think ideally I want to get a Penny next turn. Pick up this Lax, just reset it. They can pollen me over and over and over if they want. It'd be nice to draw into a Penny though. There it is. Okay, and that's one Candy down, their Stretcher down. Not bad. I think they want to get this Lax as low as possible. So we're gonna put a fan here. We're just gonna Penny this up, and then we're just gonna put it back down. Now, it may seem a little early for this, but I want as little damage on board as possible because obviously they have a Dusclops set up, and they're gonna need a Dusknoir at some point. They're just gonna Itchy Pollen me over and over again, and that's fine by me. As long as I can hand disrupt them in any way. That's totally fine. We can just Instant Charge. Leave it at that. I do also want to find a boss. That way I can just boss up a Dreepy. And then just be able to continue the game. Okay. They're also gonna have 10 cards in their hand. Okay, they're gonna Ultra Ball. They probably just found the Ultra Ball, which is a little bit annoying. So they're gonna get the Clops. Oh, they played two Dusclops. Wow. That's not something I would have expected. That's fine though. Alright. I think I just want to boss up a Dreepy. And just probably not even draw. I think we're good with everything in our hand. We have a lot of resources here. This is going to force them to either attach a tree or find a way to get this Dreepy out of the active. This way, next turn, I can try and find a Penny, or not Penny, an Eerie or a Misfortune Sisters. That'd be ideal. Let's see what they're gonna do. This is not a favored matchup for Snorlax. Dragapult is a little difficult, just because they have Dusknoirs and whatnot. Okay, so they do absolutely nothing. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna Pal Pad, Misfortune, and Eerie, and I'm just gonna Pokegear and hope to hit one of them. All right, Misfortune. Actually, I'm going to we'll Misfortune. I want to thin their deck a little bit. All right, Poff and Ultra Ball. So they did have a Dusknoir coming up. It's a good sign for us. And I think we're just gonna pass turn. We've got a lot of resources, and I think next turn I might also Xerosic. So they're also down 3 Ultra Balls. So they're gonna have to naturally draw into that Dusclops. They're just stuck with this Dreepy, and I'm fine with that. They're not using Recon Directive. They're not doing much of anything. I don't know what's going on. But we're certainly not in a bad spot. Alright. Let's just double check what they've gone through. 3 Ultra Balls, Candy, Stretcher, Vessel. Alright, we have Eerie. We can take a look at their hand. Let's just get rid of these 2. They have a bunch of just dead cards in their hand. Next turn, I think we're just going to Penny Rotom. And then that way, the boss can't really do anything. They have 2 bosses in their hand. Or we could go for another Misfortune Sisters play. We can do that as well. Not too sure what they're doing. They're down quite a bit. I'm pretty sure that's all the stretchers they play. Let's just see what happens here. Also, our deck is getting pretty thin. Okay, they were inactive. That's unfortunate. But hey, a win's a win. And this video is also getting kind of long. But anyways, this matchup is kind of difficult. I'll just go through the battle log a little bit. They kind of just evolved, and I think they were just trying to set up a Dusknoir. I'm not too sure what happened on their end. They were inactive for like the last 2 turns, but hey, a win's a win. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That is the Snorlax deck. I don't know if I played it to justice, but you know, it's a good deck if you want to learn a more control style deck. I recommend this before Snorlax rotates. It's fun to mess with your opponent sometimes. So yeah, that was the Snorlax deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content. And again, for the last time, I'll say it, leave a comment if you like the Snorlax deck or not. Just comment yes or no, or go through everything. Oh my god, that's scary. I don't know what that is. What is that? That was so weird. I'm so sorry. Steve popped up. Anyways, I'm keeping that in the video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Just comment whether or not you like the Snorlax deck or not, and tell me why or why not. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to keep it at that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.